welcome to my channel. My name is Alyssa. If you guys haven't seen any of my videos yet, please check them out and please subscribe if you can. Welcome. I am a blogger from California, the Bay Area specifically, and I moved here to Maryland not too long ago. Maybe it's been like a year now. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy my content. This is my look that I made using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette. I was so excited to get it. Oh my gosh, like I bought the Subculture palette and I didn't like it too much. I felt like it was kind of hard to work with, so I returned it. But then now that she came out with this Prism palette, it has similar formula quality to the Modern Renaissance palette, which I love. Like I've hit pan on a couple of those colors already, and I'm also an Anastasia fan. I love her foundation sticks. I personally don't use it. I've used it on clients before, but my skin is a little bit too dry for that formula. And I also really enjoy her brow product, eyeshadows, like I said. Her lipsticks are also fabulous. If there was one product that I could use forever, Anastasia would definitely be it. I love her brow gel, the clear one. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to do this tutorial, and I hope you guys really like what I came up with. But yeah, this is the final look, and I would actually recommend this more so for like a night look. But I mean, you can totally wear it during the day, but personally I would wear this more so for a night look, unless, you know, I'm working at a makeup counter or something like that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. So I just showered and I moisturized my face, so I don't think I'm gonna put any more moisturizer on. My skin has been getting so dry and my skin is freaking out. Like, do you guys see how much I'm breaking out? This is nuts. I haven't seen snow before like that, really. Like, my skin definitely has not been in this kind of weather before, and you can kind of tell, you know, so hopefully it gets better. Okay, anyways, maybe I should just do another layer of moisturizer then. So I'm gonna take my First Aid Beauty skin cream, sorry, daily face cream, 1.5 pumps. And then I'm gonna take my Becca primer, First Light primer, 1.5 pumps as well. I've been thinking about using retinoid lately. I just don't know which kind yet. I'm looking at the ROC one from the drugstore because supposedly it's for dry, sensitive skin. I don't want to like go to him with something pretty intense. My under eyes have been extra dry, so I'm gonna go in with a little hydrocortisone. They've been like dry and flaky. And then I'm gonna take my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation stick in Y375 all over my face. Oh, I forgot to put primer on my nose. Let me go do that also. Taking my Too Faced glitter glue, I'm gonna put just a tad on the tip of my nose and pat that on. Okay, now I'm gonna take more of my foundation and put it on my nose. So that is it for right now, and I'm gonna add more later if I need to. Oh, taking my B Bella Flat Buffer 127. Taking my Morphe E46, I'm going to tap a little bit on my foundation stick and go over the places where I feel like I need more coverage. Next, I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Light Ivory, and I'm going to go under my eyes to conceal and highlight, and on the bridge of my nose and my forehead in order to highlight there as well. Now to bronze. I'm going to go here. So now that I've blended out my contour and my concealer highlight, I'm going to apply powder, and I've recently re-upped on my favorite yellow powder. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette in Caramel Toffee, and I love using this shade right here. It just looks so good and so airbrushed. I think this is also Amy Macedo's favorite. She's also on YouTube, if that's how you say her name. So sorry if I messed it up, but it's also her favorite. She's the only other person that I know that talks about this, but it's so underrated, I swear. As for the bronzer powder, it's not too much one of my favorites because it's a little like, you see how it's like a little orangey looking when you blend it out, and I like a bronzer contour a little bit more neutral than that. But definitely this one is really, really good, so I'm gonna use that to powder the yellow, or the, sorry, highlighted areas on my face. And as you can see, this is my custom made Z palette that's super dirty and ugly, but here is the Wet n Wild yellow powder that I've depotted from the original container, and you can see that it's like super beat up, and it's definitely time for me to like throw it out now. Taking the Dermablend bronzer in Camo, I'm gonna set the bronzer, or the bronzy parts of my face. now that that's done, my eyes are primed and they're set. We're gonna do this eye look. And I literally came up with this look maybe an hour before I decided to film this. So I've never tried it before. Hopefully it turns out cool. Hopefully you guys like it. So yeah, okay. So since this palette doesn't have a brow bone highlight, which is honestly my only qualm with this palette, I'm gonna go ahead and take again, I like to blend it through my crease because it gives it a more seamless blend when you go in with like a transition color next. Now I'm gonna go in with the Prism palette and use the color Sphere, which is like that bright yellow color, with my Crown C511 brush, and just use it as a transition color. So I'm gonna start right here. And honestly, this is my favorite color in the palette, and if this color wasn't here, I would think twice about getting this palette. So, and I love bright yellows like this because you can mix them in with any like coral, burgundy, or whatever to make your eye look a little bit brighter. Next, I'm gonna go in with the color Eden with the same brush and go a little bit lower than where I took that yellow in. I'm gonna go right over here and blend that out and diffuse it. I'm gonna pack it in here first and then bring it in a little bit in this way to blend the colors together. And I'm gonna take it a little bit up above the crease to blend it in more with that yellow. So in between blending, I go into my towel and like wipe off some of the excess on this brush, just so I don't take the coral too far up with too much product on my brush and it ends up erasing all of the yellow that we put in. So I just wipe my brush, and if you feel like you're kind of losing the yellow, you can go back into Sphere, that yellow color, and then go back into the crease just to revamp that yellow that we lost a little bit. You see that? Now going in with my Crown C433 Pro blending brush, I'm going to go into the color Saturn from the Prism palette, and it's like a deeper orange. It kind of looks like Real Gar from the Modern Renaissance palette, but like a little bit more orange and not as deep as that orange. So I'm going to take it right below that crease color where we just took Eden, and you see how pigmented that is. Oh, minimal fallout, thank you. And I'm so impressed with this palette because I felt really bad about not liking the Subculture palette just because I love Anastasia so much and I really wanted to make it work. But I found myself taking too much time to blend, you know, and then especially when, you know, you're doing your makeup or you have clients, you don't have too much time like that. So it's always just best to have like a nice blendable eyeshadow, and I'm so glad that the quality is different from that one because it's less stressful, honestly. Look how good that looks. Ooh. I'm gonna go back with that other blending brush, the C511, and blend that out a little bit more. So I'm just taking a little bit of Osiris at a time and building up where I want the halo to be, just so it's not too excessive, and it kind of gives us like a map of where to blend things out and how we want the halo to be placed. Since this is such a dark color, it's so easy to mess up and go too ham because you can't just take away color after you put it on. So this is the best way in my opinion. And then when you figure out that that's where you want it to be, you can start packing in more color concentrated in the inner areas right here where I'm packing it on, and the outer areas right over here. Now taking the color Dimension with my ring finger, I'm gonna pack this color on to the middle part right here. Y'all like my nails? Hey, Christmas. Was excited. Oh, I'm just gonna pack it in the middle right here and kind of spread it out like so. That is a pretty color. Jeez, man. What's up, Anastasia? Send me PR. I love you. Whew. I did not expect that, honestly. Like, these colors look way better on the eyelid than they do swatched, than they do look in the pan. Like, no joke. Ooh, man. Okay, let me finish the rest of my other eye look before I just geek about myself all day. So I'm gonna go back in with my Crown C433 and go in the color Lure, and then take this into my crease to kind of blend that halo a little bit into the transition colors that we had. And it's like a mauve-y pinky purple kind of, so it's like a nice halfway point between those super orangey colors and this purple look we got going on. Ooh, yes. For an extra pop, I'm gonna take Lucid on my ring finger once again, and it's kind of like a shimmery greenish duochrome goldish color, and I'm gonna put that right in the center just to give the shimmers a little bit more dimension. Yeah. Ooh. And just because I love that yellow color so much, I'm gonna go back in with my Elianto brush and go into Sphere once again and pop that in my inner corner right here, just to give, I'm gonna layer this with Lucid afterwards, so this is just gonna be like a base. And I love taking the color all the way to the inner right here, the bottom lash line. So I just took the color Lucid and sprayed it with some setting spray and put it in the inner corner on top of Sphere. Now I'm gonna take my C433 blending brush again, and I'm gonna take Sphere and blend that into my bottom lash line, and then I'm going to take my Elianto brush with the color Lure, just to make the purple pop a little bit more. I don't want to use any more orange. I just don't feel like it, you know. I don't want this to look too much like a sunset kind of eye, even though it kind of already looks a little sunsetty. Now I'm going to take the NYX Faux Black Eyeliner in Blackberry, and I'm going to line the inside of my eyes. And this is an eyeliner that's purpley plummy. I always feel like these kind of colors bring out my natural eye color more than like a solid black, so I stopped using like solid blacks in my waterline. I feel like they make my eyes look smaller. I only use like purple, dark purples, or dark browns. So this is what it looks like so far, guys. What do we think? I'm gonna go finish the rest of my face, just do eyebrows, some blush, lipstick, you know, finish the eyelashes, whatnot, and I'll be right back. So here's the final look, guys. I ended up putting some Anastasia clear gel brow stuff, and then I filled it in with the NYX eyebrow pencil in Espresso, the micro one, and then I put 3 different highlighters on my cheek. I used an Anastasia Beverly Hills one in like a yellow gold color from the That Glow palette. Sorry about that. I also layered it with Champagne Pop and an e.l.f. highlighter on top of that in Moonlight Glow, I believe that is. And then I used like 3 different lip colors and a lip pencil by Rimmel. It's just gonna get too extensive if I just like tell you guys everything, so I'm just gonna list everything down below. And I think everyone's getting inspired by that Pat McGrath video, because I definitely did. I was like, whoa, she used like 4 different lip colors, but they all look so good, which kind of inspired me to make a lip video myself. So, you know, let me know if that's something you guys want to see. So yeah, this is the final look. I consider this more like a nighttime look. Let me know how you guys like it. And yeah, I really love this palette. I think that you can do like neutrals and you can do something bold if you feel like it. I do wish some of the darker colors were like a little bit lighter, I guess you could say, like the dark shimmery green one and the dark shimmery purple one. I feel like from afar you can't really like tell the difference between both of them, so I wish there was more like a distinct like color range between them. But other than that, I really enjoy the palette and I think it's really versatile. You just have to use like a different brow bone color with it, but I have so many palettes that I can just pick a different brow bone color and use that one. But it's definitely not a palette that I can take by itself, because I would be needing something else to go with it. So yeah, let me know how you guys like this once again, and thank you for watching like always. Okay, bye.